Well, welcome to day one of our Reading the Bible Together in 2021. So today's Bible reading is Luke chapter 2, verses 22 to 24. When the time came for the purification rites required by the law of Moses, Joseph and Mary took him to Jerusalem to present him to the Lord. As it is written in the law of the Lord, every firstborn male is to be consecrated to the Lord, and to offer a sacrifice in keeping with what is said in the law of the Lord, a pair of doves or 2 young pigeons. So this is the event where Mary and Joseph take Jesus to the temple, and I want you to notice one thing that is done and one thing that isn't done compared to what they would have normally done at that time when a newborn came. First of all, what is done, Mary goes through the purification rites, which was needed for the woman after having given birth, for the mother to do that, and so they fulfill the law. They offer a sacrifice in keeping with the law. But something they don't do, and that is to pay the price to redeem Jesus to be their own son, to keep them for themselves. It says that they present him to the Lord. They present him the firstborn. Now, do you remember back in chapter 2, verse 7, where it's noted that Jesus is the firstborn? We saw big significance about that. Well, in the Bible it teaches that all things belong to God, and that the firstborn representing the family belong to God and should be given to him unless they paid a price to keep him for themselves. And that's what a family would normally do. They'd pay a price, and so they'd keep their firstborn son. But notice Mary and Joseph don't do that. They realise that Jesus is God's firstborn. He's to be devoted to God, not kept back for themselves. It reminds me of the story in the Old Testament where Samuel was given to God and he lived in the temple and served God there. Well, Jesus was going to live his life in service to his heavenly Father. He was going to live his life perfectly for God in obedience to him. And he was doing that for us. He was doing it on our behalf, living the perfect life which we can't live. He was living consecrated to God as the perfect offering, so that through him we can be accepted and brought near to God. So this is a wonderful passage reminding us about how we can have true hope in Jesus.